tears you dry. Do you know I'm looking, and I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on.
Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're here for the first time, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. My name is Millie, and on this channel I talk about yarn, I talk about knitting and crochet. I share my works in progress, my finished objects, yarn hauls, and I have a few knitting tutorials. But today I want to update you on what I've been working on so far this summer. I haven't had a chance to update you on what's been on my needles, but today I wanted to do a quick update because I've been working on a couple of socks, but I've also not been able to knit as much as I would like. But at least I've managed to finish one pair of socks, and I'm almost finished with the second one. So I'm gonna start off with the finished pair, and this is the sock that I've managed to finish, and this is my typical toe-up socks knitted on US size 1 knitting needles, and I usually use 2 circular knitting needles, 16 inches, and then I do all my socks toe up. And so this one is made out of La Bien-Aimée. The name of the yarn is La Bien-Aimée Merino Super Sock. And this is the first time that I've used yarn from La Bien-Aimée, and I really love it. It knitted so smoothly, and it was such a joy to work with. And then the green stripes here are Knit Picks straw fingering, and this color is called Everglade, and this color is called Amy's Show. So I really like the way these socks turned out, and this is what I was working on while I was traveling visiting my mom. And initially I was gonna do like color work socks, but then I decided that color work socks were gonna be a pain if I was traveling and also hanging out with my mom, and so I decided to just leave them plain, and they turned out really well because the yarn is really pretty and the green really complements it. And this is the second sock, and then out of the La Bien-Aimée, this is what's left, and I only used a little bit of the straw, so I still have some yarn that's enough to, if I combine with something else, I can make another set of socks. So that is my first finished object, which I am really proud of, and I'm really happy with it. And then I cast on another set of socks while I was still traveling and visiting my mom. And this one, I'm still working on it. I've finished one sock, but I'm still working on the second sock. So this is the first one. And for this one, I decided to do a little bit more with it. And so I did the toes in black. And this is another Knit Pick straw. I believe the color would just be black. And then this little bit of the green is, I had a small mini that was in my stash, and I just grabbed it and decided to add it there to like give it a pop of color. And then I did the heels in the green, and then I decided to finish the cuff here. And this is the same method of the toe-up sock. The only difference is that I did the 1x1 ribbing over here on the cuff, and I've never done that before, but I was kind of trying to become I was getting bored knitting just plain socks, so I decided to give it a try, and I like it because it's really stretchy, and this is just 1x1 ribbing. And so far, this is where I am on the second sock, and this one has been such a pain because this black part is really hard to work on because I can barely see this, especially if it's not if I don't have enough light. And so what happened was, when I was working on these socks, I guess when I put it away, I didn't put it away properly, and so I dropped some stitches, and so I had to rip out all that black section that I had knitted because I couldn't see the stitches clearly to pick up and fix it. So I just decided to frog it and start all over again. But I'm hoping that I can finish it today because I plan on casting on another set of socks and going from there. So this is a Madeline Tosh twist light that was sitting in my stash for such a long time. And so I decided to give it a try because I've never made such socks, like white socks. And so I decided to give it a try and see how it was gonna look like. And I like it so far. And these are all my socks. So it was kind of an experiment, and I like how stretchy they are, and they fit really nicely. So that is my that's my first whip, which I'm hoping that I can finish it within today or maybe tomorrow, so that I can cast on another set of socks, because I have plans to work on another pair of socks. As a matter of fact, I always like to have some socks on my needles because I feel like it's a very easy project to work on, and it's also easy to grab and go because it's a small project and it doesn't take up a lot of room. So that is my plan. And then I have another whip that I've been working on at the same time with this one. So the next whip is a mindless shawl that I also cast on while I was traveling, and I was looking for something easy that I can work on the plane, and this is what it looks like. And it's a simple striped shawl, and these are just yarns from my stash once again, and this is I think this is from Hobby Lobby, I believe. Let me see if I have the label. Yeah, this is just authentic hand-dyed toner from Yanbi way back when they had things on sale at Hobby Lobby. And so I decided to use that. And then this red one is, I believe I have the label here somewhere. It's a Standing String Studio, and the color name is Twinkle. And so I decided to pair these two and just make a mindless project that wasn't gonna take much out of me, and I was gonna be able to work on it while hanging out with people and not thinking too much about it. And it was inspired by this shawl that I saw on Ravelry, but this shawl is made out of stockinette, but I didn't want to have to do the purl side, and so I decided to do mine in garter stitch, and I like the way it turns out. It's turning out, but I might also go back and make one of these using a DK weight. So that was my inspiration, and I'm gonna leave the information down below. And this is a free shawl on Ravelry. It's called Simply Stripy Bandana, but I decided to make mine into a shawl, and so that is what I'm working on right now, and I'm hoping that I can finish this and go on to a new project. So leave a comment below and let me know what you're working on and how your summer is going, and whether you're knitting or you're crocheting. And whatever you are working on, I hope that you are having a wonderful time. And until next time, happy knitting and happy crocheting.